Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got my S15 Silvia Spec R. Just wanted to go through it with you and explain everything wrong with it. There is a lot of problems with it that I need to fix. From this angle it doesn't look too bad at all, but I will be showing you guys everything wrong with it. There's quite a few things that need to be done to it. Since I've had it, I've done a fair bit to it, which I'll explain to you guys as well. And I'll basically just start showing you everything wrong with it. I did have some nice work D9R wheels on it in a black gloss 18-inch by 8.5, but I did take them off. Actually ended up hitting a gutter pretty hard, and I just ended up selling them for very cheap because someone wanted to fix them. I put the stockies back on. The inner guard lining over here, you can see, has been completely destroyed. My old wheels were rubbing against it, and then over time it just got worse and worse and worse, which I do need to change that. Front bar is absolutely mangled. I do need to get a new one. I actually bought this as a temporary front bar a few years ago, and I didn't expect to keep it that long, but it's just absolutely demolished. Like everything, you can see the paint's cracking. It's pretty much completely smashed. On the front side here, you can see I've tried painting over it just as a dodgy kind of temporary fix to get it fixed up. I was going to zoom out a bit here, but you can see my dad actually pushed his car into mine. It was just in the driveway, and he completely pushed the front end in completely there. You can see the bonnet's pushed in. It actually did lift up a bit here too. I fixed that up. I pushed it a bit down. It's closing and everything, but it does look horrible. As you can see, the paint's peeling off the bumper as well. You can see that. Just took a whole chunk out just there. Now I did order myself a aero front bar. It is a fiberglass one, and I am going to put this car through a respray very soon. I'm not too sure what color I'm going. I'm thinking either like a Nardo grey color or even going with the factory white, but I kind of want to do something a bit different. Maybe not go with the white color anymore. And I'm torn between going for another stock bar, which I have at home. I've got one, and it's got a DC2 front lip with it as well, or going with the aero front bar. But I am kind of hesitant to go the fiberglass option. I know it doesn't fit perfectly all the time. Just moving on to the side here, guys. Side indicators, I've got the dark tinted ones on instead of the yellow ones you get from factory. They do look a lot better in my opinion, being darker. And forgive me if I pronounce them wrong, but the Ganado side mirrors as well look awesome. I love the style. Two-piece aero side skirts match up with the wing. Got the GT wing there. Absolutely love that thing. I feel like a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's one of the best parts of this car. Yashio style LED tail lights as well. I've installed them myself. I actually did that along with the side mirrors. Side indicators. And I also have put the aero rear pods on. Now I did try and get genuine ones, but they want an arm and a leg. They cost about $1,000 here just for a set, and I didn't want to spend that much on it, so I got these fiberglass ones. They fit all right. They did take a bit of hacking and a bit of extra gluing here and there, but we got there at the end. Being a JDM example, we do have the Silvia badge rather than the 200SX, and we do also have the rear wiper there that you don't get in the Australian models. Another way to tell these cars apart from the Australian delivered ones is the Jap specs don't have those ugly square reflectors on either side of the rear bar. A lot of people do actually swap their bars out for these ones because they find it a lot better. In my opinion, it looks a lot better as well. The other ones just look out of place. It does not sit right. It does not look good at all. Now with my car, I wanted to show you guys just how low the exhaust sits. Now I obviously got it like this, and it literally will scrape on anything. The car's not even that low, and I find myself scraping the exhaust on everything. So I either want to get that changed, or I'll probably change how it's mounted if I can. With the diff as well, I'm just going to zoom in here if you guys can see. I've actually upgraded the diff from the standard R200 helical LSD from the factory that these cars come from with. Now I actually wanted something a bit more aggressive, so I went with the Nismo Pro GT 1.5 way. It's the same ratio, which is I think 3.69. I was looking for something more like 4.1, but I could not find anything at the time, and they're really hard to get in the right ratios. You literally have to change the whole diff, and it's a huge muck around. So I just ended up finding this at a decent price, so I went for that. It does have a R32 GTR rear housing, which allows a bit more oil in the pan, in the actual diff, sorry. That's meant to help with performance too. Now, when I first got this car, guys, they actually had plastic all on the roof, and it was covered in a black plastic wrap, and he had some sort of sticker just dividing the body and the plastic line over here. I don't know if you can actually see on the camera, but you can see they actually left a mark there. There is a few bad spots for paint, little rust spots along the car. The roof is all completely scratched up, and that's the reason why I do want to get a complete paint job. The car will look absolutely amazing once I do it, and I have been planning to do it for a long time, and I think it's finally the time. Moving on to the inside of the car, I'll show you through it. Okay guys, here we are inside the car. We've got the Silvia steering wheel, which we get in the JDM models, and the boost gauge on the A-pillar, as you can see. Now, one thing with this as well is the light in it is stopped working, so I've actually got a replacement light coming in, which I'm going to put in. And you can actually see I've taken the old one out. It's completely burnt out. This thing took me forever to actually find. I had to go through forums to actually find the part number, because everywhere I took this to, no one knew what it was. Even when I took it to Nissan there, I had to give them a part number. But when I get that back in, I'll put that in and I'll show you guys how to do it. Also, we've got this little cover here. It's completely broken, as you can see. I temporarily glued it back on, but I don't want to just glue it back on again. I want to actually fix it properly, and I'm looking to source that part out. If anyone knows where to get that thing, let me know. Maybe send me a link. We've got the Pioneer head unit that's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is actually my third head unit I've put in this car. I've had quite a few of them. The first one was just a standard one, and then I had a Kenwood one, which was a touchscreen, but it didn't have the Apple CarPlay, which I needed. And this actually came out of my old Blob Eye STI, and before I sold it, I actually switched this head unit with that car and vice versa, and I absolutely love it. Standard 6-speed gearbox. I do feel like 4th gear is slipping. It's going to be fun if it ever does blow, but I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm looking to source a new gearbox for it when I address all the mechanical issues with the car. Also, another thing I've done to this car is I've actually got a replacement gear surround. So this is new. The old one was all torn up. I have recently regassed the aircon, which was the best decision I've ever made in my life. It feels like the best mod I've ever done. I had this car for 5 years almost, and I don't think I ever thought the aircon was working until recently. I thought to myself, what the heck, I'm just going to try and go see if I can get it fixed or regassed. And when I did it, the guy said it had no problem, and they regassed it, and it's been working perfectly ever since. I have also tinted the windows. Another thing with the car, guys, is I do have the dreaded VCT rattle that the SR20s are known for. I don't know if you can hear it properly from here, but especially on warm starts, before I put it into gear and take off, it has a very bad rattling sound. It does go away when you drive it though. Okay guys, so here's the engine bay. Got the blacktop SR20 with a bit of a oil leak at the gaskets that definitely needs to be addressed sometime soon, which we'll definitely get to, being the JD. But yeah guys, that's my S15, so I just wanted to show you guys it quickly. There's quite a few things to do to it, pretty exciting stuff, and you will be seeing a series on the S15, also a series on the Evo. Also, you'll be meeting someone else in the channel very shortly. We are going to be putting a lot of content out there. We're going to mainly be doing car reviews, so that's the whole aim of this channel mainly. We're going to be doing a lot of new car reviews and some, you know, exotic and even very special cars, such as your JDM legends. We've got plenty of cars coming up for you all. But yeah, just wanted to quickly explain what we're going to be doing. We are still new to this. We're going to be learning as we go. If there's anything you guys want to see, or if there's anything you guys particularly want us to review, please let us know. Feel free to comment, like, and do everything else you need to do. Any help and support is greatly appreciated. Thanks. See you guys.